δώσατε και τις νομικές.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sirigos, for providing both the legal and the current dimensions of these issues. I'm glad you touched upon the trial of the perpetrators of the genocide of the Armenians. Years after that, Armenian fighters have traced Talat Pasha, Behaidir Jakin, and executed them in different European cities. So thank you very much. We have 5 minutes for your questions. Hello, my name is Jamil Turan, author and journalist from Kurdistan. Thank you very, very much. Indeed, a huge genocide took place in the 20th century in Turkey. The genocide of the Pontic Greeks, of the Armenians, and the genocide of the Kurds still goes on following the establishment of the Turkish state, the revolt of Hashtag. There was a genocide after that. In 1938, there was again a genocide without any punishment, to the Greek or for the Turkish state. When we talk about slaughters and genocides, we must realize that all genocides that have been committed have to be punished, and we have to join forces in order to refer Turkey to the International Court of Justice. Any questions? Congratulations, Mr. Sirigos, on your excellent speech. However, I didn't really understand. Is there a genocide of the Greeks of the Asia Minor and Thrace after all? No, the Asia Minor, you mean, because in Thrace we had ethnic cleansing, because there was the Greek military forces there, and they were able to leave. In 1998, the Hellenic Parliament recognized the genocide of the Greeks of Asia Minor. But then you said that the Hellenic Parliament started questioning certain things, and allow me to say that all states that have recognized the genocide of the Armenians of the Pontic Greeks say recognition of the Armenians, the Pontian Greeks, and the Greeks of the Anatolia. What happened really? Well, there has been a genocide, but we're not talking about just genocide. We're talking about total destruction as far as Asia Minor goes. Now, with reference to the Hellenic Parliament, it passed the law, it voted unanimously the law, but then a neutral wording and formulation followed with the presidential decree, and they chose as the date the first Sunday of September before schools open, in order to avoid talking in schools about what happened on that specific day. The first Sunday of September, schools are still closed. My name is Georgiadou Irini. My parents came from Trebizond. Could you kindly speak closer to the microphone? Yes. I wanted to say that the Pontians, the Pontic Greeks of Trebizond, left in 1918 from Trebizond, fearing the Turks, that the Turks would have come after the revolution in October, and they went in Batum. In 1918, they went to Batum. Then, in 1919, they started coming to Greece up to 1921, in Makronissos, and then to Lavrio, and then to Kalithea in Athens. There was no genocide in Trebizond because we had Chrysanthus, the metropolitan. Well, they had time to leave. They made it. They had time to leave. This is why they escaped. We are already lagging behind. Is there a question from Mrs. Marutyan? Mrs. Hoffman would like to ask something. Yes. Θα ήθελα να ολοκληρώσω με 2 σχόλια. Ένα σχόλιο προς το πρώτο ομιλητή από τον καθηγητή κύριο Χαρουτιάν. Μαρουτιάν, με συγχωρείτε για το λάθος μου, ο οποίος ανέφερε τη Γερμανία ως ένα θετικό μοντέλο αναγνώρισης, αλλά αφήστε με να πω ως Γερμανίδα, διότι έχω το δικαίωμα, ότι πολύ άργησε όλο αυτό. Μόνο η δίκη για το Auschwitz ξεκίνησε τη διαδικασία ανάληψης ευθύνης για το έγκλημα του Σαν. Και γενικότερα μπορούμε να πούμε ότι οι χώρες στις οποίες έγινε
So it is due to Jewish interventions, in particular the judge Ernst Bauer, who helped to start the Auschwitz proceedings. And my second comment relates again to the expression ethnic cleansing. I highly recommend not to use it. It is not a defined, neither in publishing nor in legal terms. It's not a defined term. It creates confusion. It is the language of the perpetrators, and it is not appropriate to describe what happened in Asia Minor or Pontus or Ionia or Cappadocia, just to mention some of the settlement areas of Greeks.
Well, Dr. Hoffman, anyway.
Δόκτωρα κυρία Χόφμαν, σε κάθε περίπτωση η Γερμανία απεδέχθη την ενοχή της για την περίσταση και πληρώνει ακόμα αποζημιώσεις προς τους Εβραίους. Εγώ υπό αυτήν την έννοια προσέγγισα το θέμα, διότι αυτή είναι μια τακτική που συνεχίζει εδώ και δεκαετίες. Γι' αυτό και αναζητούμε μια παρόμοια τακτική από την Τουρκία, δηλαδή παραδοχή, αποζημιώσεις και ούτω καθεξής. We thank our speakers, Mr. Sirigos and Mr. Marutyan. If you have more questions, you can you can talk to the speaker.